in the top of the first inning. When we come back, it'll be Madison Thomas at the plate.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturdays. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor. Looking for a hard-working, reputable, licensed, and insured construction company in Benoit County? Need a remodel, pole barn, or deck? Whatever your construction needs may be, Colton Construction LLC is waiting for your call. 208-315-7333. Colton Construction LLC, licensed, insured, and ready to give you your free estimate today. Give them a call, 208-315-7333. That's 208-315-7333. Colton Construction LLC. Ask about their military discount.
And we are back as I'm still trying to make sure I've got everything squared away and straightened up and everything in the right spots, as sometimes these between games things happen fast and you don't quite get all of your bookkeeping done in time. Stepping to the plate first for the Lumberjacks will be Madison Thomas. She's going to show bunt. Pitch is inside for ball one. Still pitching is Taylor Sumter. Oh, actually, is it? Yeah, I think it was number one. Next pitch on the way. Inside again, ball two. A little bit of dust on my screen for my tablet here. Afraid to brush it off because it might mess up one of my settings. Anyways, 2 balls, no strikes to Thomas. On deck is Baird. That one, they're going to call that a ball. I thought she had that bat offered out there straight out when that came by, but no, they say ball 3 to Thomas. 3-0 count. Thomas does the same, squares right around, shows the bunt right off the bat. And that one's going to be called a strike. Didn't quite pull that back out in time, or maybe she did and it was just a called strike. 3-1 the count to Thomas. Next pitch. Going to take a swing at that one. That'll be strike 2. 3-2 count, full to Thomas. Gets away from the second baseman and ends up getting Thomas all the way over to third. Lumberjacks have a runner in scoring position. Next pitch on the way. A little chopping ground ball to the second baseman. The second baseman is going to scoop it and throw it in time for the out, but it will bring in a run for the Lumberjacks. So the score 2-1 in favor of Bonners Ferry. Addison Stewart to the plate for the Lumberjacks. Inside, little high, ball 1 to Addison. On deck is Adeline Turner. Waiting for that next pitch. On the way. That one's going to be a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Turner, Stewart. And then a line drive out into left field. Gets just past the glove of Schmeier. And it'll be a double. Can it be a triple? It will be a triple for Addison Stewart. And she line drive that out into left field. Brings up Adeline Turner with 1 out. Going to hit that grounder right to the pitcher. And Sumter's going to scoop that and throw it to first in time. A little hesitation to make sure Stewart stays at third. And then the ground out throw to first for the out. So that's 2 outs. Brings up Brenna Elliott for the Lumberjacks. And one of these next rounds around, I'll give you all of the positions for everybody. First pitch is going to be up high to Elliott for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way, down low, ball 2. .20 pitch outside. 3-0 is the count now. Well, they're going to see if they can get Addison Stewart into a rundown here. And Stewart is going to beat the rundown and come on home. That was really an error as well because they tried to throw it down to whoever it was that was replacing it. As they take turns at third base, they tried to throw that ball over there, got under the glove of that person, and allowed Stewart to come on home. First strike to Brenna Elliott. 3-1 count to Elliott now. Lumberjacks have tied it up 2 apiece. Oh, called strike. That one was a little bit high, I thought. But they say it was strike 2. 3-2 count. Full to Elliott. Elliott swings at that one. Got a little piece of it, they say. Brenna thought it was a dropped third strike. She headed down, couldn't. And the umpire said foul ball, said she got a piece of it. Count remains full to Brenna Elliott. That one's going to be in and tight for ball 4. That'll walk her down to the bag, first base. Brings up Lexi Brebner for the Lumberjacks. Paige Reed to go out and courtesy run for the catcher. First pitch to Brebner, high, outside, ball 1. Try a pickoff down there from the catcher to the first baseman. Couldn't get it in time. That's going to be popped up foul. I don't even know where that ball went. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brebner. 2 outs with a runner on first for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's has 2 run across here in the bottom of the first. Badgers had 2 in the top, so we're all tied. Ball low on that one. 2 balls and a strike now to Brebner. 2-1 pitch. A little high on that one. 3-1 count now to Lexi Brebner. Next pitch on the way. Nice looking pitch. That's fouled back though. Count is now 3-2 after the foul ball. Full count to Brebner. 3-2 pitch. That is going to be popped foul, but getting over on it is Jaden Falk, the third baseman for the Badgers, and that will retire the sides. St. Mary's comes up with 2 runs on a hit, 1 error, and 1 left on base. Into the top of the second, we're tied up at 2-all. And middle of the order somewhat, Jennifer Peterson should be the leadoff for the Badgers when we return.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
And we are back. Top of the second inning, tied up 2 apiece. And let's see, let's get you the outfield for the Lumberjacks. Lissa Watkins in the pitching circle. Brenna Elliott behind home plate. Asbury at first. That's Mia Asbury. Emily Stoke at second. At third, it's Danica Sloper. Shortstop is Addison Stewart. First pitch fouled off to Jennifer Peterson. Outfield, Lexi Brebner in left, Maddie Thomas in center, and Avery Baird in right field. So once again, I'm not sure on our YouTube stream with the video, it's not showing the players and the scoreboard and all that stuff, so I don't know if for some reason it might be defaulting to the boys roster, so it's not working properly there, but we still have the video and our audio with it, so that is okay for now. That pitch is fouled off for strike 2. 0-2 count to Jennifer Peterson. Next pitch on the way. That one in the dirt inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to, I believe, Peterson. Cold weather, so most of the Bonners Ferry players are wearing their jackets. Inside on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. On the way. That's going to be just over the outstretched glove of Addison Stewart. Nice hit by Peterson. I believe it's Peterson if my stuff is correct. So to lead off on for the Badgers should be Schmeier to the plate for Bonners Ferry.
This isn't even your son.
Oh, I think I'm hearing that it's Sammy. So I think that last batter was probably, I don't know, we'll get things straightened out hopefully, or I'll have everything messed up for the Badgers lineup. It doesn't matter that much on that side. Ball on that pitch. I think I didn't catch that first pitch trying to check my stuff out. Next pitch on the way. Took a swing at a high one and is going to get contact and put it into play. And it'll be a base hit for Cohen. So the Badgers have 2 on with no outs. Yeah, I think there's a way to skip batters. Let's go. Should be the bottom of the order. Should be Sadie Fredrickson. First pitch is low for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Up high. And just couldn't. It was a pretty good attempt down there at third, but Peterson's able to get in safely on the stolen base. St. Mary's had some really close opportunities in both games so far at third base. They're just not getting that tag quite down fast enough. That's a strike on the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike to Fredrickson. Should be back at the top of the order after this. 2-1 pitch on the way, inside. 3-1 the count now. Watkins looks in, rocks and fires. That one's going to be popped up high. Coming up and making the catch is Elliott for the out near the backstop. Oh, that was... Runners held up at second and third, so 1 down. Why did that not record as an out on my... okay, there we go. Now it's 1 out. Now that pitch is a ball. Low to Jody Curtis. Top of the order for the Badgers. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jody Curtis.
Here we go. Let's go, number 5. Come on, Jody.
That next pitch is foul ball for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch is going to be a ground ball right to Watkins. Watkins gets the throw to first for the out. And they can't quite get the throw in time back to home to keep the runner from scoring. So the Badgers come up with 1 run so far in the top of the second. The score now 3-2 in favor of the Badgers. 2 outs. Brings up, I believe it's Ava Fredrickson. She's going to put the bat on the ball on that first one. First swing, Maddie Thomas charges from her center field spot to make the catch on the fly out, and that will retire the sides. The Badgers come up with a run on 2 hits with no errors, nobody left on base. Into the bottom of the second inning, it's the Badgers 3, the Lumberjacks 2. And we'll be in the bottom third of the order for the Lumberjacks. It'll be Emily Stoke leading off when we return.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
When your car's not running right, you want an honest mechanic that provides quality work at an affordable price. That can be tough, unless your dad owns a repair shop. But in St. Mary's, times have changed. You have Jim's Auto, and they treat every customer like family. Get everything from regular maintenance to major repairs done at Jim's Auto and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto doesn't just offer oil changes. They're a full-service shop. Jim's Auto can diagnose that check engine light, change your brakes, and fix your alignment. Ask about Jim's Auto's new Express Lane with same-day or next-day oil and tire services. And don't forget, Jim's Auto is an authorized Tire Pros dealer with nationwide warranty, service protection plan, and free roadside assistance. Jim's Auto and Tire Pros located at 69 Milwaukee Road, St. Mary's.
And we are back. Emily Stoke leading off for the Lumberjacks here in the bottom of the second inning. Swings at that first pitch, fouls it down the third base line for strike number one. Just when you think that the weather was kind of clearing out a little bit, it got a little windy, a little bit cold again. One strike to Stoke. Next pitch on the way, fouls that one back as well. Strike two. 0-2 the count to Emily. On deck is Mia Asbury. In the hole is Lissa Watkins. Gary Krumhauer in his shorts. He's got some gloves on, got the hoodie up, but I still can't believe he's not a little bit cold over there at first base right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes after that last pitch was ball high. That one was coming across low. She's going to take the swing to protect the plate and fouls it off. The count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. That could have been a ball, but it was a good one to swing at to protect the plate. 1-2 count still to Emily Stoke. That pitch is going to get away from Sumter up high. Sumter had over 100 pitches in the first game, and she's right back in the pitching circle. Looked like she was getting a little bit tired towards the end of that first game as well, but they kept going. That's a nice pitch, and Stoke's going to swing and miss. Strike 3. 1 down for the Lumberjacks. Mia Asbury in the number 8 slot steps to the plate. Taylor Sumter pitching. Let's go over that real quick. Ava Fredrickson behind home plate. Jody Curtis at first. Second base, Sadie Fredrickson. Third base, Jaden Falk. First pitch swung on, fouled off. Is it going to get out of play? It is. Kira Sumter at shortstop, Elena Schmeier in left field, Jennifer Peterson in center, Sammy Cohn in right field for the Badgers defense. Asbury with an 0-1 count after fouling the first pitch off. Lissa Watkins on deck. St. Mary's has 1 out here in the bottom of the second. They trail 3-2. Next pitch on the way. Again, that one's lined foul out into the parking lot. Count is 0-2 now to Asbury.
Keep your eye on it. Let's go, Mead. We got it.
0-2 pitch. Inside tight. Ball 1. 1-2 count to Asbury. Pitch on the way. Ground ball to the shortstop. That is Sumter. She's going to make the throw to first from Kira Sumter to Jody Curtis, and it'll be a ground out from short to first. 2 down brings up the bottom of the order. Lissa Watkins on deck will be Maddie Thomas. Lumberjacks would like to get at least 1 run across here to even things back up at 3 apiece.
Let's go, Liz. Here we go, kid. Go hard.
First pitch to Liz. Watkins is low and outside.
Contact.
1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch on the way. Big swing, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Watkins. 1-1 count. That pitch is low. 2-1 count now to Watkins. Next pitch on the way. Oh, outside corner. I thought it was going to be a ball, but it just catches the outside edge of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball. Going to get to the shortstop just past out into center field. And Lissa Watkins will be on with a base hit. Hit. That'll bring up Maddie Thomas. She walked her first at bat. Top of the order for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's with 2 outs, looking to at least get 1 run across here. Like I said, even things back up. Taylor Sumter looks in. The pitch on the way. That one's high. 1 ball to Madison Thomas. On deck is Baird. I believe that. Next pitch. That one is going to be popped up foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to Thomas. Everybody resets, gets the ball back out to the pitcher. We're ready to go. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Down low. 2-1 count now to Maddie Thomas. That pitch is going to be a called strike. Almost looked like a fastball. 2-2 count to Thomas now. Sumter rocks and fires. Inside, runs the count full, 3-2. Sumter sets, rocks and fires. That pitch misses outside, ball 4. Brings up Baird. Avery, she grounded out in her first at bat. Addison Stewart on deck. Baird waiting for the first pitch. On the way. Ooh, inside corner, strike 1. She kind of ducked out of that batter's box like it was in, like she thought it was really in tight and maybe a ball, and it's going to get a called strike on it. Next pitch on the way. That one was going to maybe be a little bit low. She got a piece of it, fouls it off for strike 2. 0-2 count to Baird. Has to protect now. And she tried at that one. That was a good pitch. Just misses. Strike 3. And will retire the side. St. Mary's had a couple on the bags. Couldn't get them brought across. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. Going into the top of the third, St. Mary's trails the Badgers 3-2. The Badgers will be in the top third. They're at their third spot batter, Jaden Falk, the third baseman, when we come back.
If you're looking for a great breakfast in a nice little restaurant, then stop by Nellie's Kitchen in St. Mary's. Nellie's Kitchen is located in the River City Mall and serves breakfast from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Try a nice big hot cinnamon roll, biscuits and gravy, or a fan favorite, the Slumgolian. Did someone say chicken fried steak? Nellie's is now offering a chicken fried steak breakfast special on Saturday and Sunday. Why not try the best breakfast in town at Nellie's Kitchen, located at the River Cities Mall in St. Mary's? Does your furry friend need a bath? Don't want to deal with the hassle and the mess from bathing your furry friend? Make an appointment with Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop today. Barks and Bubbles, located at 402 North 10th Street in St. Mary's, will have your furry friend looking and feeling like $1 million in no time. And guess what? No mess at home, no scratches, and no getting soaked from head to toe. Let Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop handle the work. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop also offers pet boarding. Call for an appointment today at 208-245-5755. That's 208-245-5755. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop in St. Mary's.
Yeah, we are back, and I believe it's Jaden Falk batting for the Badgers. Jaden had a bunt that got her on base in her first at bat of this game. First pitch is low and outside for ball 1. One 0 count. Pitch on the way. That one's fouled off for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Falk. On deck is Kira Sumter, and the hole is Taylor Sumter. 1-1 pitch on the way. Alyssa has that one slip out of her grasp a little early, I think. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 count, pitch on the way. Ground ball right up the middle, gets just past the glove of Watkins, out into center field, and it'll be a base hit. Leadoff on for the Badgers, brings up Kira Sumter. Walked in her first at bat. First pitch to Sumter. Ooh, just misses, maybe a little low. Ball 1, looked like a pretty decent pitch. Sumter is on the taller side, though. Kind of brings that zone up a little bit. 1-0 pitch. That one's up high. Wild pitch is going to get the runner to second as Falk heads over to second base.
Come on, Kira, let's go.
2 balls, no strikes to Sumter.
Come on, Kira, let's see right here.
Alyssa walks and fires, or rocks and fires. That pitch is high and outside. 3-0 count to Sumter now.
Keep it up, you got Kira.
3-0 pitch on the way. That one's going to be down low in the dirt. Ball 4. A little bit wild of a pitch. Gets and both runners end up advancing off of that. So Sumter's at second. Falk is at third. And Taylor Sumter to the plate. Fly out for her in her first at bat. That pitch is going to be a called strike. No outs for the Badgers. They've got a little something going for them here with a couple of runners in scoring position. 0-1 pitch on the way. Down low, ball. And a little wild there. Going to advance the runner from third to home. And gets Kira Sumter over to third. 1 run across for the Badgers, top of the third. 4-2, Badgers lead the Lumberjacks. 1-1 count to Taylor Sumter. Trying kind of that change-up looking pitch from Alyssa. It's a little bit high. Ball 2. Two-one count. That one is a nice pitch right up the middle, though, and Taylor tags it. It's going to be into center field. It will be extra bases, and she's going to round to third. They're going to get the throw over there, but not in time, and it'll be a triple for Taylor with an RBI. Two runs across now in the top of the third, with still no outs for the Badgers. 5-2 they lead. I believe this is Peterson. That is down low and a ball. And they are going to get the out as Taylor Sumter tries to come in on the passed ball or the wild pitch to third. And they apply the tag right under her armpit. Good play for the Lumberjacks defensively there, keeping that run from scoring, clearing the bases. And 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes to Peterson. She had a single in her first at bat. That pitch is going to be low. 2 balls, no strikes to Peterson. 2-0 count, pitch on the way. Low out inside, ball 3. The count. Pitch on the way, and again down low. That'll walk Peterson down to first. And I believe we now have Sammy Cohen to the plate.
Patient. Let's go.
So I heard him saying Kylie. So this is Gardner. Inside pitch for strike one.
I know. I just think you're good.
Pick off from catcher down to first base. Not in time. Next pitch. Popped up. Asbury making the call for it at first base. Makes the catch for the out. That'll be 2 outs for the Badgers.
Okay, we got 2 down. Here we go. Number 8 has my heart. Yes, Sammy!
And this is Sammy. Sammy Cohen swings at the first pitch. It's popped up. Coming over to make the catch is Alyssa Watkins, and that will retire the sides. The Badgers do get 2 runs on 2 hits with no errors, 1 left on base. The score into the bottom of the third, St. Mary's trails by 3, 5-2, and it will be Addison Stewart stepping to the plate when we return.
You know what nobody misses? Dial-up internet. The same goes for monthly checking account fees. P1FCU's Ascend checking is free. Plus, it has all sorts of free benefits, like remote deposit, credit score monitoring, and more. Meanwhile, some people are paying as much as $12 a month for their checking. Some things should just be free. Open your P1FCU Ascend checking today at p1fcu.org/free. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous...
And we are back. First pitch to Addison Stewart, misses outside for ball 1. Addie hit a triple in her first at-bat in this one. Had a pretty good first game as well, where she had a grand slam. So 2 balls, no strikes to Stewart. Outside again, ball 3. Not sure if this is just because Sumter isn't wanting to give Addie anything good to solidly hit, or if she's just having a little control issues at the moment with the temperature being fairly cold, and that's ball 4. Brings up Adeline Turner. Adeline grounded out in her first at bat, right back to the pitcher. Taylor Sumter toes the rubber, rocks and fires. Pitch on the way. Nice pitch, fouled up and out of play. Strike 1 to Turner. Sumter rocks and fires the next one. That one again popped up and out, play foul. 0-2 the count to Turner. Next pitch on the way, again fouls that one off. 0-3 count now to Turner, or 0-2 count still to Turner, not 0-3. Adeline battling at the plate right now with 2 strikes. Next pitch on the way. Again, fouls it back. Oh, 2 count to Turner. Next pitch. Oh, just got her on that one. Swung just out past it. And that'll be out number 1. Brings up Brenna Elliott for the Lumberjacks with a runner on second. I'd never seen Addison Stewart get her stolen base, but she did. Lumberjacks trail by 3. Brenna Elliott, Lexi Brebner on deck. Brenna walked her first at bat. First pitch, strike in that lower quadrant on the inside corner. 0-1 count to Elliott. Next pitch on the way. That was a good-looking pitch as well. Strike 2. Kind of surprised she laid up on that one and didn't swing at it. That was a good-looking pitch. 0-2 to Elliott. Now she's got to protect. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that'll be 2 down. Brings up Lexi Brebner. Brebner flew out her first at bat. That was over into foul territory down that third base line. And Lexi's going to foul that first pitch off. Boy, Taylor Sumter kind of had the second wind she caught in between the games because she was struggling a little bit there at the end of that first one. And just as I say that, she throws that one kind of wild for ball 1. Wild pitch is going to get Stewart into third base. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brebner. 2 outs, runner at third for St. Mary's. They trail 5-2 to the Badgers. Nice looking pitch inside and just at about belt level. Strike 2 called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Oh, gonna ring her up on a called strike 3. And that will retire the sides. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base for St. Mary's. Lumberjacks still trail by 3, 5-2 into the top of the 4th. Bottom of the order for the Badgers. When we return, it'll be Sadie Fredrickson at the plate.
Tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is looking for volunteers and active members to participate in the many activities the Booster Club does in support of our Lumberjacks. The Lumberjack Booster Club provides much appreciated support to the Lumberjack sports programs and is always looking for new active members and new ideas. The Booster Club is currently in need of new officers as well as volunteers to help with the Hall of Fame banquet and auction, spirit building, senior nights, and more. Anyone interested can contact Lynn Masterson at 208-568-1802 or just come to a meeting at the fire station.
Little add to that is that I don't know, a lot of the meetings for the Booster Club are not at the fire station anymore, so pay attention. They a lot of times have announcements on Facebook when and where they are having their meetings, so check it out that way if you can. Get a hold of Lynn Masterson. She also will be able to tell you. Sadie Fredrickson up, fly out in her first at bat. She's the number 9 batter for the Badgers. And that one, she's going to say that it got her, and she'll be hit by pitch. Top of the order, Jody Curtis for the Badgers. Fly out in her first at bat, ground out in her second. Lumberjacks would like a 3 up and 3 down fairly quickly here. High pitch, ball 1. Throw down to first and not quite in time, but a pretty nice throw by Brenna Elliott, trying to get that pickoff down at first base. 1-0 count, pitch on the way. Up high again. Runner's going to try to steal, and they're going to get the out at second base. as they get the pick off. Good job. We'll call it picked off. 2 balls, no strikes. That one's going to be down low. 3 balls, no strikes to Curtis. On deck is Fredrickson, Ava in the hole, Jaden Falk. 1 out now, nobody on for the Badgers. Next pitch on the way. That's going to be swung on, a hit out into center, and Maddie didn't think that was going to be as deep as it was. It got over her head, and it will be extra bases. Trying to get to third. The throw is not going to be in time. So a triple. I'm going to call it a double. Gets over on the throw from the outfield and in. So many little intricacies to the stats and what you can do with certain things. I might be wrong by calling it a double, but that brings up Ava Fredrickson. Flew out her last at bat. That pitch a little bit awkward coming out of Lyssa's hands. His ball outside and low, or inside and low. Next pitch to Fredrickson. Swing, ground ball, going to get just past Danica Sloper out there at third base. It'll be an RBI base hit. Just a slow roller grounder that I am not sure if Danica thought it was going to be in tighter, but she just couldn't quite get that with her glove. 1 run comes across, brings up Jaden Falk, a single for her last at bat. Badgers now up 6-2. Pitch is a little inside. Very close play over at first base. The ump says safe. 1 ball, no strikes to Falk. That's going to be a ground ball. Going to be hit to Addison Stewart. Addison bobbles it for a second, is able to regain it though, and get the throw, the toss to let's do this in play, I think. That next pitch is high. Ball 1 to Kira Sumter. 2 outs for the Badgers. Runner on first base after that fielder's choice. And that pitch is going to lose a little bit of control on that one. And they're going to get a pickoff attempt here. They're not going to get it. Not really a pickoff, but kind of a pickle or run down there. But the runner gets safe to second. It's Jaden Falk over to second base for the Badgers. Kira Sumter, 2 balls, no strikes. She walked in her first 2 at-bats. Right now she's on pace to get a third one as she's up in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a called strike. 2-1 count to Sumter. On deck is Taylor Sumter, the pitcher. Two-1 pitch on the way. That was a nice looking pitch. I can't believe that Kira laid off on that one. Strike 2 called. That was pretty much right down the middle. 2-2 count now to Sumter. That pitch comes out funny. Ball. A little bit of maybe miscommunication there on the defensive side of things as Jaden Falk gets the stolen base to third. And they threw it out to the pitcher first, and Lissa wasn't able to get the relay fast enough to third. So a runner in scoring position at third base is Falk. Sumter's going to swing at that next one, fouls it off. Count remains 3-2 to Sumter.
There we go. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Hey, you got it, Kira. Keep fighting. No, you got it. Come on, Kira. Let's go.
So the count is 3-2 to Kira Sumter. 2 outs, runner at third. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That will retire the sides. There was 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for Bonners Ferry. The Badgers now lead 6-2 into the bottom of the 4th. And it'll be for the Lumberjacks, the bottom third of the lineup, Emily Stoke, Mia Asbury, and Lissa Watkins when we return.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you ready to turn your dream space into a reality? Look no further than Construction Solutions, your trusted partner in residential and commercial construction. From concept to completion, we've got you covered. At Construction Solutions, we specialize in site development with top-notch excavation services, ensuring a solid foundation for your project. Our experienced team is dedicated to delivering quality craftsmanship and exceeding your expectations. Opportunity awaits with Construction Solutions. Whether it's your dream home or a thriving business space, we're here to make it happen. Call us now at 208-582-3305 and let's build your future together. Construction Solutions, where excellence meets opportunity. Visit our website at constructionbylozano.com. That's constructionbylozano.com.
And we are back. Bottom of the 4th inning. Lumberjacks trail 6-2 to the Bonners Ferry Badgers. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Once again, the boys were playing up top. They're hosting Timberlake. Not sure which game or what part of the game they are in up there, but yes, they are playing. Taylor Sumter continues in the pitching circle. Emily Stoke hits that first pitch, but it's going to be just a little pop fly to Sadie Fredrickson at second base. And the Badgers have had some errors on occasion in that spot, but not that time. The Badgers have 1 error in this contest. St. Mary's with none so far. Lumberjacks started the last game good, but ended up with, I think, 8 errors in that contest, and that really hurt their opportunities there. Mia Asbury takes that pitch. It's an outside corner strike 1, and she kind of did a double take after getting the call. I think she thought for sure it was a ball. 0-1 count to Asbury. That one just about the knees, called strike 2. Next pitch on the way. She's going to foul that one down the first baseline. Count remains 0-2. Count. Sumter readies. Rocks and fires. That one is left low. Ooh. They're going to call it a dropped third strike, in fact. They're going to say she went around. And she is going to be safe on a drop third. That'll bring up Lissa Watkins, bottom of the order, 1 out. Runner on the bags for the Lumberjacks is Asbury at first. Back to the top of the order after Lissa. Up high, ball 1. Wild pitch gets Asbury to second base. So Maddie Thomas on deck for the Jacks. Lumberjacks need 4 runs to tie things up here. They have been held scoreless in the last 2 innings. While the Badgers have scored at least 1 in every inning. Now one catches that outside corner of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Watkins. Going to be a big swing at a nice pitch. Strike 2. Definitely a good pitch to swing at. 1-2 count to Watkins. Pitch on the way. That one's going to miss outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Lissa. Two pitch on the way. Swing to miss. Strike 3. Going to get her swinging. 2 down, brings up Maddie Thomas, runner at second. St. Mary's has left 4 stranded so far. That's exactly what they trail by. The Badgers, though, have left 3 on the bags. Maddie squares around, drops a little bunt down the third base line. The throw in time to first has the third baseman ready to charge on that. Ground out for Maddie, and that will retire the sides. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base. Into the top of the 5th we go. St. Mary's trails by 4, 6-2. Middle of the order for the Badgers. Taylor Sumter at the plate when we come back.
Tax time is here again. I know, it's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
And we are back. It'll be the number 1 of Taylor Sumter at the plate to get the inning started for the Badgers. On deck is Peterson. In the hole is Gardner. Hit a triple her last at bat, so got to look out for her. And that's going to be a good hit there for her, straight out to left field. It'll be a single, but still a good one to start off with. Ground ball out to left field. Jennifer Peterson steps to the plate. She walked her last at bat, had a single in her first at bat. First pitch is low for ball 1. Next pitch, hit out into right field. Avery Baird going to make the catch for the out. So 1 down. Runner at first for the Badgers brings up Kylie Gardner. Gardner flew out to Mia Asbury in her first at bat. Swing and a miss. Swings right over the top of that one. Strike 1. Can't get the out at second as the runner gets the stolen base.
All right, here we go, Kylie.
Runner at second, that's Taylor Sumter. Kylie Gardner, 1 strike to her. Ground ball. Going to get the throw to first in time as Emily Stoke gets the ground out with the assist over to first base. Runner does advance to third on the throw. So Sumter over in scoring position at third base now with 2 outs. Brings up Sammy Cohen. She flew out in her last at bat on a little pop fly to Watkins.
Go, infield, knock it down.
Roxon fires that first pitch. Going to take a swing at one. It was kind of a high pitch. Going to get the little ground ball to Stoke, and Stoke is able to make another one there with the ground out. And that will retire the sides. This time the Badgers come up empty. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base into the bottom of the 5th. Lumberjacks still trail by 4, 6-2. And it'll be Avery Baird in the number 2 slot batting when we return.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Tired of wasting your money on credit card processing fees? Call Flat Creek Payments. We will help you reduce or eliminate your credit card processing fees. Take a moment to review those fees you paid last month. You know, the ones that slipped through the cracks. Now imagine having all that money back in your pocket. Sounds awesome, right? Let Flat Creek Payments make that dream a reality. Call Flat Creek Payments today, 208-695-1056. That's 208-695-1056. Flat Creek Payments.
And we are back. Going to have our heads on a little bit of a swivel here for the rest of this game as the little kids are playing some softball for Little League back behind us at the other field. So going to have to watch out for them foul balls coming up over the fence from that way. Avery Baird steps to the plate for the Lumberjacks. Struck out swinging her last at bat, grounded out in her first at bat. I think she had a pretty good battle going before she finally struck out, but still wants to get on base here in this inning. St. Mary's needs 4 runs to tie things up as the Badgers lead them 6-2 in the bottom of the 5th. And that's a big swing and a foul ball out into the parking lot. Whenever one gets hit out that way, I'm always waiting to hear the thunk of metal or glass as some of those balls get hit out there pretty good. 0-1 count to Baird. That one's going to be a little soft ground ball that's going to be beat out as Avery beats the throw to first on the little ground ball. Just softly dribbled down out to the second baseman. They couldn't get a good clean fielding of it, and Avery just barely beats that throw. Brings up Addison Stewart, tripling a walk for her first 2 at-bats. Since she's going to put the bat on the ball, it's going to be over the head of the shortstop for at least a base hit. No extra bases for either runner, but 2 runners on with no outs for the Lumberjacks. They need to get this going here, and it's a good time to do so. Brings up Adeline Turner. No outs. Ground out and a strikeout swinging for her. Keep the base runners rolling here. Let's see if Adeline can get on a bag. First pitch. She's going to hit that out into right field. It'll drop for a base hit. Into an open gap out there. 1 runner is going to come around. And then everybody else is going to advance as well. So a single for Adeline Turner with an RBI as she hit that out into right field. No, not a wild pitch. So still no outs, brings up Brenna Elliott. A little bit of a high pitch there to Elliott for ball 1. She has a strikeout swinging and a walk in her first 2 at-bats. Not in that order. It was a walk and then a strikeout swinging. That pitch is going to be, down the line. The throw to first. Just going to barely beat her out to the throw. That was so close at first. Addison Stewart does score. That was very close at first base. So runner at second with 1 out. Brebner takes that first pitch low for ball 1. Adeline Turner gets over to third on a little bit of a passed ball there. St. Mary's 6-4. They trail by 2 now. 2 runs across here in the 5th. There's a nice sharp hit ball by Brebner up the middle. That'll bring in a run. Lumberjacks now trail by 1 on the RBI single by Brebner. Brings up Emily Stoke. She flew out her last at bat. St. Mary's with 1 out. Asbury on deck. Strikeout swing and a fly out for Stoke. Big swing at that first pitch. Going to be a strike one as she gets underneath that one. 6-5. St. Mary's now trails. Going to get a bunt laid down. Nice bunt by Stoke. The third baseman overplays it, and I'm not going to call it an error because the third baseman didn't touch it as that ball bounced right up and over her glove. So I'm going to call it a bunt and basically a single. Again, what I say doesn't really matter as much because I'm not the official scorekeeper, so I'm just putting what I think. So it's going to be a base hit basically for Stoke. It'll bring up Mia Asbury. Mia grounded out and reached on a drop third strike. St. Mary's needs one run to tie things up. They've only got one out. Swing and a miss. It's first pitch, though. Strike one. And I believe she's safe. A good slide by Lexi Brebner. She steals over to third. Runners at the corners now for the Lumberjacks. It was a pretty close play at third, but she did a good job of getting underneath that tag. 0-1 count to Asbury. Pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss. Strike two. Emily Stoke gets over to third on the second on the stolen base. So runners at second and third. Tying run at third. Go ahead run sitting at second. Lumberjacks have just one out. Next pitch to Asbury. She's going to hit that out to the second baseman. The second baseman boots it, and she's still going to get the throw in time. But a run does come across for the Lumberjacks.
Got her running. Good job.
So they tie things up. Still gets the RBI there. So 2 outs and the game tied at 6 apiece now. Brings up Alyssa Watkins. Singled her first at bat, struck out swinging her second. Has a chance to give the Lumberjacks a lead here if she can get a base hit. That ball is going to catch the outside corner for strike one. 90 pitches already for Sumter. Hard to believe we're in the 5th inning. Next pitch. That's another good pitch. Strike two. Alyssa down in the count now. 0-2 has to protect. Next pitch on the way. Takes a swing trying to protect and is going to strike out swinging. St. Mary's, though, does come up with the 4 runs to tie things up on 5 hits. It was a good inning for the Jacks. No errors. 1 left on base for the Lumberjacks. The score 6-6 into the top of the 6th. And bottom of the order, Sadie Fredrickson for the Badgers will be leading off when we return.
Any adventure, any task, any time, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Sun Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Sun Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware, the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
And we are back. Should be the bottom of the order for the Badgers. Sadie Fredrickson leading off. Nice big cloud bank over the top of us right now, but the wind died down, so it actually isn't too cold. Hands are still a little bit chilled, but going to be a first pitch swing. Going to get a nice stop by Addison Stewart. A long throw, and that ball just popped out of Mia's glove. Sadly, it goes down as an error in the book, but it was still a good attempt there. It was a long throw, long, hard throw. And it just didn't quite stick in the glove there.
You're all right. You're all right.
That pitch, I believe, was high for ball 1 to Curtis. The Badgers want to retake the lead here. St. Mary's doesn't want to let them have that lead back. Strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pickoff attempt down to the first base. Didn't get there quite in time, but made Sadie Fredrickson have to dive back down there. Jody Curtis has a fly out, a ground out, and a double in her at-bats. That one misses low. 2 balls and a strike to Jody Curtis. And they get the throw down to second. Going to catch her stealing on the pickoff. That's like the second or third pickoff they've done today, I think. I think that was actually to the shortstop. I think that was Addison Stewart that got into place there to get that. So good defensive play by St. Mary's. A young squad here shows what they can do. They've got to freshen up, not freshen up, but strengthen up the pitching just a little bit. They've got some pretty good girls out there that should be able to pitch pretty well. Defense is coming along. That pitch is up high. I think that's ball 4, is it not? It is not. It is now 3-2. There was a strike earlier that I missed. It might have been a foul ball on that first pitch. I called it a ball. Well, Lissa misses on that one, though. Ball 4. So 1 out. Runner at first for the Badgers. Brings up Ava Fredrickson. Batting that number 2 spot. On deck should be Jaden Falk. Ava has a single, a fly out, and a walk. A little bit low, a little bit inside. Ball 1. Throw that down to first base again, not quite in time. St. Mary's been working those, getting them kind of trapped and getting those outs like that. Has been worked pretty good for them. That one's going to catch her in the ankle, and that'll be a hit by pitch. So runners at first and second for the Badgers now with 1 out. Brings up Jaden Falk. She reached on a bunt in her first at bat, singled her second at bat, and then reached on a fielder's choice. Coach Watkins goes out to talk to Lissa Watkins real quick in the pitching circle. Checking over the armband. Maybe they're kind of getting their signals mixed up there on the pitch call. We'll see. .87 pitches for Lissa. Now she has a big smile on her face. Something where her dad must be joking with her a little bit there. Get her settled back down. I wasn't really getting crazy there, but before it happens, I guess, you get her settled down. She hit the batter. Brings up Jaden Falk. Once again, a bunt, a single, and a fielder's choice for her. First pitch on the way. That one's going to be down low. Ball gets away from Brenna for a second. It's more of a wild pitch than a passed ball. So we'll put it as that. Runners now at second and third for the Badgers. Looking to get back in the lead. Ground ball. Going to be to the shortstop. That's Addie Stewart. Gets the throw in time to first. Run does score on the throw. So the Badgers reclaim the lead 7-6 with a runner in scoring position at third, ready to maybe make it a 2-run lead if they can. Kira Sumter to the plate. 2 walks and a strikeout swinging. Inside corner on that first pitch. Strike 1.
Here we go. Come on, kid. 2 out round. Hey, you're a hitter. Let's see it.
Lissa rocks and fires. That pitch was inside and low. Ava gets in on that one there. Maybe a passed ball that time. So 2 runs up is the Badgers, but now we got a little meeting with the 2 umpires. Still discussing. So whatever it was, I'm not sure what they're discussing, but they do say safe.
Good point. Headbutted. All right, here we go, kid. I
Okay, reset. 1 ball, 1 strike. The run comes across. 8-6. The Badgers retake the lead. Oh, Lissa's going to lose that one up high. Ball 2.
One strike.
2-1 count now to Sumter. That one leaves that one a bit too high. Ball 3. 3-1 count now.
Come on, Kira. Watch it.
3-1 pitch on the way. That's going to be a called strike. It looked like a bit of a foul, maybe a fastball. Full count, 3-2 to Sumter. 3-2 pitch on the way. Oh, that one's down low inside. Ball 4. So with 2 outs, the Badgers have 1 on now. Brings up the dangerous Taylor Sumter. Sumter has a fly out, then a triple and a single.
Hey, here we go, kid.
So she's been active with her bat hitting that ball. Lissa looks in. Pitch on the way. Gonna get a blooper to the shortstop. Oh, and Addie thought, or not thought, she had a play there, and she's gonna, so we're gonna get the error on the initial hit on the ground ball. And then Sumter gets herself off the bag a little bit at second. She's going to be tagged out by Addie. So Addie made the little error there, made up for it with the other runner getting off the bag at second base too far, and that will retire the sides. The Badgers come up with 2 runs on no hits, 2 errors, and left 1 on base. It is now 8-6 in favor of Bonners Ferry, and it'll be the top of the order with Maddie Thomas leading off when we return for the Lumberjacks.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the Hot Deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Jack Buell Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Buell Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Buell Trucking.
And we are back. It'll be Maddie Thomas leading off for the Lumberjacks. She has 2 walks in her first 2 at-bats, then a ground out. And she's going to take a swing at that first pitch, and she's going to put that into play. It's going to drop, and it's going to be extra bases as she's going to get the double on that fly ball out into center left. Or left center, or however you want to say it. Lumberjacks are down by 2. They need 2 runs across to retie it. Avery Baird had a single her last at bat. She steps to the plate. And she's going to hit that one right up the middle, back to the catcher. The second baseman dives on it and is able to knock it down and get the throw to first in time. It was a nice little poke by Avery. It did bring a run around to third base. Well, not a run, but a runner to third base, but a good play, I believe, by Sadie Fredrickson for the Badgers to dive on that thing and able to get back up and make the throw in time. Addie Stewart has that pitch come around behind her, shaves a little off the back of the calves. Ball 1. Addie's 2 for 2 in this one, triple, a walk, and a single. Again, St. Mary's trails 8-6. Bottom of the 6th. And that's going to be a little blooper hit. It doesn't a very solid sounding hit, but it's going to be a base hit and a run with the RBI as that's hit into center field. Brings up Adeline Turner. Had a nice critical single in the last inning. St. Mary's trails 8-7. A little bit high, a little bit outside. Might have been more high than anything. Ball 1 to Turner. .1-0 pitch. That is laced down the left field line. That'll be a base hit. Actually, more. It's going to get through the legs of the left fielder, Adlin Falk. Addison Stewart comes around for the RBI and for the run, and I'm going to give it a triple to Turner. Nice hit by Turner out to left field. So St. Mary's ties it back up with 1 out. Brenna Elliott to the plate. First pitch high inside, ball 1. Elliott will walk, strikeout swinging, and a ground out. Go-ahead run sitting there at third, waiting to come in. See if Brenna can bring it around. That's going to be a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Elliott. It's over 200 pitches now for Taylor Sumter in the 2 games today. Next pitch on the way in the dirt. Ball 2, and Adlin Turner's going to slide into home and give the Lumberjacks the first lead of the game. Bases are clear now. 2 balls, 1 strike to Elliott. On deck will be Brebner, Lexi. Umpire has to clean off the home plate after Adlin Turner got it nice and dirty. And, nobody caught it. The catcher for the Badgers, Fredrickson's been out here for this whole inning so far without her chest protector on. The coach found it in the dugout, steps out and goes, blue? I think they might have made a change in the outfield as well for the Badgers, but I'm not sure.
Hey, Olivia!
She said she was going to put, yeah, no.
Okay. Reset after we get the... So I think the Badgers had made a sub, but they can't make the sub. So they had to put their original defensive end back in place. So 2 balls and a strike to Elliott. Elliott's going to foul that one off into the parking lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Lumberjacks with 3 runs across here in the top or in the bottom of the 6th. Lumberjacks have their first lead of the game, 9-8. The wind is stopped now, so it's kind of pleasant out. My hands aren't even as cold anymore. That's going to be a high pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Elliott. Three-two pitch on the way. Inside. Ball 4 puts Elliott on the base down at first. And we're going to get our courtesy runner for Lexi, or for Brenna, I should say, as Paige Reed goes to courtesy run. Lexi Brebner had a single in her last at bat. That was out into that shortstop's left field area. That pitch in behind Brebner. Ball 1. Paige gets over on the wild pitch to second base. Next pitch, fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 count to Brebner. 1 out, runner at second for the Lumberjacks. They have 3 runs across here in the bottom of the 6th. That ball is popped up and foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball comes off of the storage shed / construction, concession stand building with a thud off of the roof. 1-2 count now to Brebner with 1 out. That pitch is going to be popped up on the infield, and nobody calls for it, and it's going to drop harmlessly to the ground between 3 defenders. I can't give that as an error. It is going to be a base hit on a fly ball. Paige Reed held up at second base because she just thought for sure somebody was going to get the can of corn. But they all ran towards it. Nobody called for it. So I've always been told that if a defender doesn't touch it, then it drops harmlessly to the ground, and it's a single. Emily Stoke to the plate. 1 out. High pitch on the first one. Ball 1. Stoke had a bunt in her last at bat that actually got her on base. It was a nice bunt. Third baseman kind of overran it. Again, that was another one that wasn't touched by the third baseman. That's going to be a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Stoke.
Let's go.
1-1 pitch on the way. Nice swing, nice pitch. Going to get a piece of it. Foul it back for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A 1-2 count to Stoke. Got a battle now. That pitch high outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch on the way. Inside corner, strike 3. Stoke, I think, thought that was a little bit tighter in than the ump gave her. Asbury to the plate, ground out, reached on a drop third, and a ground out has been her at-bats in this one. First pitch on that inside corner, strike 1. That's a really tough one to swing at, but they're giving it to it as a strike. So tight inside on the elbows there. She's going to swing at that next one for strike 2. 0-2 count now to Asbury. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That will retire the sides. The Lumberjacks come up with 3 runs, though, and the lead with 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. It is 9-8 into the top of the 7. If the Lumberjacks can get 3 outs, they'll get the win. We'll see what happens when we come back. It'll be bottom of the order, middle of the order, with Jennifer Peterson stepping to the plate for the Badgers.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professionals?
Jack's Pharmacy is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Idaho at highschoolofficials.com.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Bennewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
And we are back, and the first pitch is swung on by Jennifer Peterson. The throw, the ball was hit grounded to Addison Stewart, who's had a heck of a game, and gets the throw to first in time. As stretching out to make the catch is Mia Asbury. Brings up Kylie Gardner with 1 out. St. Mary's needs 2 outs to split with the Badgers. That's going to be a high swing at a high pitch there, and again right back to Addison Stewart, and she's been doing a good job aside from I think like 1 error out there, and that's another 6-3 put out from Addison Stewart to Mia Asbury. St. Mary's 1 out away from wrapping things up here with a split in a couple of highly contested games between the Lumberjacks and the Badgers. St. Mary's really just a few too many mistakes in the first game late to come away with that win, but they easily could have won that game as well. That first pitch there to Sammy Cohen is a little wild, ball 1. And I think we had 8 errors in that first game that really ended up hurting St. Mary's down the stretch in that one. 1-0 count. That's a high one that she takes the swing at, and it's going to get in there for the base hit. But Madison Stewart comes up and knocks it down, gets it stopped, and it keeps it to a single. So the tying run is represented right now at first base by the Badgers. Brings up Sadie Fredrickson, bottom of the order. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Low ball. They airmailed that one out to second base, trying to get that pickoff or trying to get the stolen base, but some good backup by Emily Stoke to keep that ball from getting further out and making things harder. But it's still a stolen base and scoring position now for the Badgers. Sammy Cohen at second. And I don't know what that last pitch was. It might have been a ball. That is a ball. I think we might be a 3-0 count.
Here we go. 3 balls. Let's go. Be patient.
They're going to go with the... There's a swing and a miss. Strike 1.
One strike.
2-1 count. That one gets away from Lissa. Good stop there by Elliott. 3-1 count. Next pitch. Inside corner. Called strike. Runs the count full. 3-2. Lumberjacks going to get the rundown here. Can they get the out? Let's see. And they are going to get it. Do they get it? Yes! And the Lumberjacks win as they got Sammy Cohen into a kind of a pickle and a rundown between second and third. And it's going to go from Danica Sloper to Addison Stewart to record the final out. Let's see here. Cancel that. So a quick recap of this one is the scoring. It started off quick for the Badgers as they scored in each of the first 4 innings. They had 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and that gave them a 6-2 lead at the end of the 4th inning. As St. Mary's had 2 in the first inning, they went scoreless 2 through 4, and then St. Mary's went on a nice 4-run inning in the 5th. Badgers added 2 more to their score in the 6th. At St. Mary's was able to add 3 and take a 1-run lead at the bottom of the 6th, and then Lumberjacks, some good defense here at the end, get the win over the Badgers. They beat them 9-8. First game was 16-12, and again, I think if St. Mary's cuts out about half of their errors in that first game, they come away with the win in that one as well. But young squad here for the Lumberjacks. They are improving, getting better all through the season, and these were some fun games to call for them as they've had some blowouts here this year, and it's always nice to get in on the action when they have a nice, good, well-balanced meeting against a team that is matched up pretty good with them. So the Lumberjacks go 1-1 on the day for the girls. I'm not sure how the boys are doing. Let me see. I think Trace went up there. Wicks, I'll ask him real quick. Trace, how was it going up there with the boys' games? Oh, you didn't go up there? Well, you're a lot of no good for me. Jeez.
Our high school, did you get the score? They lost the score. They got 5.
Oh, did we lose? Did they only play 1 game?
I don't know.
I think it was a double also, but I'm not sure.
They lost the first one 0-5. They're currently up 5-1, bottom of fourth.
Okay. So the boys lost the first game to Timberlake 5-0, and then they are currently up, I think she said 4-1 or 5-1 in the bottom of the fourth inning. So the boys still playing up at City Park Fields. That's going to do it. We'll get you some. I kind of think I have a pretty good idea of who my talk about it player of the game is going to be for the girls' games today, and we have a boys' one that we got to announce from the last games we did earlier this week, and I know who that is too, but I'm not going to give it here. Keep an eye on Facebook tonight, and we'll give you both the boys and girls player of the games for this week coming up in just a bit. I think the boys and girls both host Grangeville on Saturday. I'm not sure we're going to be available for that game. It might just be the girls, actually, but in any case, whichever way it goes, we're going to try to get to the game, but we will see what happens. But that's going to do it for us here from St. Mary City Park Fields. The girls softball team split with Bonners Ferry 16-12 and 9-8. So the girls lost the first game 16-12, won the second game 9-8, and that's going to do it for our action today.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjacks!
Hey! Hey!